Hey, gorgeous. Ari here, coming to you with a powerhouse live today about what happens when you leave behind your human eyes and start to see reality through your third eye, especially when making decisions. This is going to really show you if you are making decisions from a human limited perspective or if you're making decisions and seeing your reality from a higher perspective through your third eye. So this may be a little bit of a wake up call, but a beautiful, powerful one in that will help shift you to a beautiful, more aligned timeline in your life. And I'll also drop you a few little tips about hello Wesley, about how I view life through my third eye, and the struggle that I've had with that as well. So how to know if you are seeing things through a limited human perspective? Well, I've knuckled down a couple of things that I've experienced as well as my clients. So you'll find that you're feeling trapped in a situation that keeps going around in a cycle. You're just unable to break through it, right? Because you're unable to see how the cycle is continually being perpetuated. You're unable to see your own actions that are causing that cycle to happen. And a lot of the time that is because we are refusing ourselves to take responsibility for the reality we create, because every decision, every thought, every belief we have at the end of the day creates our reality. So we are in full responsibility for what we experience. Um, Through that, you find that you just feel hopeless, so hopeless about ever experiencing the life that you dream of. You see all these people that have everything that they want, especially if you're a coach or you're an entrepreneur, in online business. You're seeing all these other people that have it and they've got it knuckled down and they're making all this money and they're changing the world and they look so happy. You may find that you're telling yourself things like, oh, they're just saving face, they're just pretending that all that stuff happens for them. They don't really make that much money, they're just lying. You may find yourself telling yourself things like that to make yourself feel better about the seemingly entrapment that you feel that you're stuck in. Um, and that's a really challenging one to break through, because it is just a cycle like the one I mentioned before. It is a cycle that you can break through. It just takes a higher level of awareness and inner wisdom. You'll find that you're consistently wanting things and feeling bad about yourself for not having those things already. And this is a really dangerous one, because this keeps you in the reality of wanting that thing. If you want someone if you want a coach and you love that person, you want to work with them so bad, but I've had to break through this myself too. You're consistently wanting to work with them and begging for the money and whatnot to happen to work with them, then you will continually stay in that cycle of wanting to work with them and not having the means to do so, because you're trapped in that paradigm of always wanting and never having. That goes really deep with money. That is a really deep one. And that's the same with psychic abilities too. If you are wanting clairvoyance, if you are wanting to be able to read people's past, future, present, alternate timelines, Akashic records, if you are wanting to channel other beings to help you in your business and transcend your copywriting and your blog posts and your Facebook engagement, if you're wanting to develop telepathy to conjure up a larger audience that truly sees who you are and truly sees your beauty and your mission and your purpose, and they want to work with you because they can actually see that. Telepathy is amazing for that, by the way. Then you're consistently wanting. So you have to start embodying that you do have, that I do have amazing telepathy, that I do have the money to work with that person, and begin to let go of the fears and the limitations around not having that. And that is a really tricky one to break through, because our whole lives we've been told to not be frauds and not lie about what we do or don't have. This is not lying. This is actively embodying in the present moment, because the present has been called the present for a reason, because it is truly a gift in that you are able to take the present moment and change your life with it through changing your words, through changing your frequency, through changing your beliefs. And that happens now. It doesn't happen by continually wanting what you don't have. That leads to comparison syndrome, like I said before, wanting, not believing that person or wanting to be like them and wishing that you had what they had. And why is it so hard? And why have I got to do all this on my own? And they have a whole team of people working with them, that makes their life easy. That's why they have what they have. But they've gone through the same stuff you have. They've gone through the same belief systems that you have and worked through them. A real deep feeling of being separated from your truth, Like you're not fully living in alignment. Even if you're doing the work you love, you feel like there's something missing, like there's something deeper within you that's just waiting to be uncovered and waiting to be birthed to the world, but it just feels impossible to reach in and find it. And that's because we're so disillusioned by all these limitations that we've put onto ourselves. Battling in the mind around what you should do by society standards and what you actually truly want to do. That is a huge one. So many people base all their decisions on what everyone else wants them to do, or what everyone else expects them to do, or what everyone else is doing. And that's why their genius doesn't fully embody, because they're just following everyone else. They're not stepping into the unknown of their own unique genius and ideas. I would not be a pioneer in the field of psychic development if I wasn't stretching the boundaries of what people think is reality, what people think is truth, what people think actually exists. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't stepping out of my comfort zone into the place of unknown and trying new things and challenging myself and allowing higher frequency information to come in and help me and give me ideas and give me information about how I actually can create things here in the physical reality about the spiritual dimension or from the spiritual dimension. You just don't get anywhere if you're following everyone else. Allow your uniqueness to come through. As scary as it can be, and you may feel like everyone's going to judge you and point fingers at you, but when you don't worry about that, they're not in your reality anyway. That's a big thing I've had to work through myself. And that's where this comes into, is taking other people's advice or opinions into consideration to the point of sabotaging yourself. So, if you come up with an amazing freaking idea and you tell your brother about it and your brother goes, "That's fucking stupid. That's never going to work. You're an idiot. How could you possibly think that could work?" And you go, "Oh, okay." And then you never do it, right? That is a total crush on a huge potential that could have made you extremely successful, fulfilled, happy, and an entrepreneur, deep entrepreneur at heart. Like, don't allow other people to crush your dreams. I've spoken about this in my previous life. Realistic isn't real. Being realistic isn't real. Realistic is just one person's opinion on reality, and you have a different reality to them. They are bound by their limitations, their beliefs. You can set yourself free from that now. You can set yourself free. So if you're ready to set yourself free and allow your true psychic goddess to shine through in all her glory, all her genius, and all her magic here in this physical reality, you have to let that go. And that can even extend to things like, if I have amazing psychic gifts, I may see through people's bullshit and they won't like me anymore. I definitely had to go through that because I could see people's true intentions. I could see people's true frequencies. I could see deeper into them before they even spoke a word. And that, in hindsight, was really challenging to go through, but it is an amazing gift because I only communicate with people who are beneficial to me in my life now. Whereas before, I was wasting so much time on people who just wanted things out of me or wanted to use me or had alter intentions. Now, I don't come across those people because I see through that. And a lot of my clients say that they love me because they're good bullshit sniffers and they don't smell any bullshit because I am so real and I am so down to earth and I am so good at grounding the woo-woo here in the physical and explaining it to them in a way that they can actually understand it rather than it just being all up in the air, airy-fairy like they hear everywhere else. That is a big part of my magic that I bring to the world, and I had to own that space and I had to step into that for myself, which was scary, but look, it's paid off now. So if you're ready to let go of that sabotage, of all those sabotages of letting other people decide outcomes for you, letting other people influence your decisions and take away your magic from yourself and allowing yourself to allow those people to do that to you, then just close your eyes now and say, I now take full responsibility for my reality. I now let go of anything not serving me, anything holding me back, anything chaining me down, in human limitations, and I allow myself to be set free so that I can see my life from a higher perspective, from a bird's eye perspective, with the ability to consciously conceptualize possible outcomes from different timelines before I make a decision, to see the beautiful potential in everything, to see how every decision, thought, and action I have made has shaped my life and brought me to this moment. And allowing myself to experience the synchronicity, miracles, and magic that is all around me that I have blocked myself off from until this moment in time. I am now free to step into my psychic goddess genius, and I am ready to do the inner work and to come to terms with the things that are no longer serving me, to set myself free to ascend to the next level in life, business, and abundance. I am ready. Divine, help me do that now. And feel that energy move throughout your body. And just ask yourself, what is going to be different now in the future? What am I going to do differently? What am I going to say differently? How am I going to show up in my business differently? How am I going to show up in my relationship differently? Within my partner or my friendships or my family? What's going to be different now? Hi, Jessica. Hi, Sally. Hi, Rachel. So maybe just type in the comments. What's going to be different for you now? Let's all share, ladies, because we're all a sisterhood here and we're all here to support each other. So, you know, what are you going to do differently now that's going to enable you to step into more of your truth and more of your magic so that you can be a freaking rocking psychic goddess, making lots of money and changing the world at the same time? Because that reality is in your hands. If you want to create that, you know, you can be psychic and be a marketer. You can be psychic and be a psychologist. You can be psychic and be a copywriter. You can be psychic and be a nutritionist or a kinesiologist. Like, these gifts aren't just to be a psychic medium. They help you in every profession and they make your life filled with magic, because we are blocked off from that reality, and those abilities are our truth. We have been told lies from the minute we're born that these abilities are evil, that they are woo-woo, that they're crazy, that people who experience them get locked up. You know, and it's time to break free of that. It's time that we step into our power and reclaim these abilities that are our natural truth, because they enable us to transcend our lives. They enable us to have a really fulfilling physical reality here. Truly, it's amazing what these abilities can open you up to and open your awareness to and create for you in your life, your manifestations, your bank account, your relationship with your clients, your popularity level, your level of leadership and pioneership. Like, all of this transcends when you get in touch with this truth and you reawaken these truths. And so you have to let go other people's crap. Just let it go. Let yourself make that decision now to let yourself step into your truth and do what calls to your heart, no matter what anyone else thinks, because that is when you will change the world. That is when you will soar and you will fly. So if you're ready to do that, I'm happy to speak with you for a free consult to get clear on where your blocks are around this and enable you to open yourself up to deeper psychic goddessness, which creates more abundance, freedom, happiness, fulfillment in your life and business, and really ascend you to that next level. It's like a quantum leap to that next level, which is just a level of magic you can't even comprehend right now. So if you're ready to do the inner work that it takes to get there, then you can book in a free consult with me and we will get clear and devise a plan that will enable your magic to unfold more and more and more into your life and ascend you into more magic and money. So you can book in a call for that. I do have limited spots as it's in high demand at the moment, so you'll have to get in quick. And I look forward to being of service to you. It is my absolute greatest joy to be here doing this work I'm doing and sharing this with you in such a unique, profound way. And I'm only able to do that through opening myself up to my psychic abilities and speaking with my spirit team and getting cosmic downloads about what it is I'm truly here to do. I would still be stuck in a corporate law cubicle wanting to kill myself, literally, if I didn't open myself up to this reality, if I didn't open myself up to this magic. So it is time to do that. It is time to step out of our funks. It's time to step out of our sabotages and into our pure truth of magic. So much love and magic to you all. I am so grateful to be here doing this work, and I'm so grateful to you and honoring you for watching these videos, following my journey, and getting a whole bunch of value and teachings out of the magic I'm bringing into the world. So I honor you for taking the time to watch these. So much love. Have a good day. Bye.